I think all it goes with the trust that they have and the pitching staff, the way they had everything set up. I think when you trust each other and when you know exactly what you have to do, what it takes, I think it puts you in a situation to be successful, and I think that's the case here.
What does it mean to you to hear him talk about you in such terms and to hear that he watched you pitch and idolized you in that way?
It's amazing, because we're Venezuelans. I never had a chance to meet him before in the past, but just when I talked to him in the WBC about the whole thing and how important I was for his career and everything, it meant a lot to me. And then there's nothing I can do but to be grateful about the whole thing, the way he handled himself, the way he does his things, and what he brings to the table. He throws hard. He makes it look easy. And then not only that, he mixes pitches real well, and then he got good repertoire. So I think he has everything that it takes and what a pitchers need to be very successful and to be dominant.
What do you think of the way he pitched Sunday night?
It was good, because he stayed composed the whole time, even though he got pumped up a few times, but he stayed composed. And when I saw him doing that, I was like, yeah, that's what I like. You don't have to go crazy, but you let everybody know who's in charge, and I think that's the way he did it. And then it's always good to watch, and then it reminded me of when I was younger, and I pitch, because that's how I pitch.
Where did the idea to wear the Pablo jersey originate from?
Over there. No, Julie called me and we talked about it, and I thought it was pretty neat, because what he did that day was nice. I knew we have to go back in 2004 when the last time we won a game, but to see that now and to have an opportunity to come back in this situation, and I couldn't say no. I thought it was great. I was kind of, I don't want to say nervous, I was kind of anxious about getting out there and throw the pitch, but I knew I was going to be like at least 10 feet short of my throw. But hey, it is what it is. I knew I had Joe Mauer in the back, so I was fine. So, but I'm happy to be back, and hopefully this will lead into something, that is well needed here, and that atmosphere and the whole thing, get together, and especially for the fans, because this is a situation where you want to be in as a baseball player. And I think right now they got everything, they got what it takes, and they got the trust, like I said earlier, the trust, and they just have to have fun and play the game. That's it.
Do you feel the love still from the fans, like just walking around and them recognizing you and just remembering everything you did for this franchise?
It's amazing, to come back, and just on the way from the hotel to here, I stopped a couple of times. People still recognize you, and just when I walk down the lobby, I saw one fan wearing my jersey just down the lobby. I was like, oh wow! So that was pretty good. And we took a picture. Then walking into the ballpark, it was great. And then when I walk out on the field, it feels really good. With Joe and I were talking about, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like I want to pitch? Part of me said yes, but the other part said, like, I better watch the game and sit down and relax. And I don't know if we can relax, but that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to watch a game.
When you see Pablo out there, do you see yourself a little bit, growing up like you did in Venezuela and dreaming of the major leagues and looking at people that were there that you wanted to be, and now he's wanting to be you? Do you see a little bit of yourself out there?
Well, 100%, because we look up to somebody all the time. When I was young, I remember Andres Galarraga being one of the heroes from Venezuela, Omar Vizquel, and you always want to be like them, and now when I was active and I was pitching, now I knew what that was like. And now to see on him, he knows exactly what it takes, and I'm very proud of him, because as a Venezuelan, he's very proud of, and make a lot of people proud, not just home base here in Minnesota, but it's a whole country, watching him and supporting him, and I'm one of them, so I'm very proud of him too.
And another thing he does, like yourself, is give back. Any charity event he's at. I mean, I remember you raised money and brought a fire truck back to Venezuela. And, he's doing that same thing. That's got to make you and the whole country very proud of how he's done.
100%. You can never forget where you come from, all the things that you have to overcome to be where you're at right now. And he's very grateful for that. So it's good to see that, the way he handled himself and everything else. And to me, like I said, I'm very proud of him, and I wish him only the best, because I think the sky's the limit for him, and just wish him stay healthy and keep doing his things.
Johan, is it a rule that all Venezuelan pitchers have to throw a good cambio?
Lately you've seen that now, Roy? I think it's just a pitch that when you command it, it makes a big difference. I think when you have a fastball like he has, and then you have that pitch that is not just a changeup. I mean, it's a great changeup. So that makes things tougher for hitters, and the way he releases it and everything. So, but I think nowadays, my thing was about pitching was about keeping hitters off balance. How do you do that? By changing speeds. That was my philosophy when I pitched, when I was active. If you command your fastball and you place it well, that make your other secondary pitches better. And I think he's a master on that. So when you see that in the movement that he has that goes away from lefties, it makes it tougher for hitters. And you see that when they are uncomfortable on the plate. That's when everything is working for you, when you see hitters uncomfortable on the plate.
But the hitters kind of tell you what to do, how they react to your pitches and
well, that's the thing, when I pitch, I always pay attention to the hitters, how they move their feet and everything. Because that's a pitch that if you throw it well, it's tough to recognize. By the time you get to recognize that pitch, it's too late. And if you get in front of it, that's what you're looking for. So, hopefully he continued to doing that, and the youth, learn from that and feed off of that.
Awesome.
All right.